cemetery that we've been at, and we're going to get on buses now and go to the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Then I don't know why they've got so many on the curve.
Yeah.
25 days.
Cemetery.
Oh, yes.
What did you do? I don't remember.
Oh, you got them over on your side
I'll be
now.
honest with you.
Hey, look at them, they're lined.
They sure are. Really lined up. In all directions.
Now, this was General Lee's plantation.
I see.
Yeah, he's in his house right up. I think right up over there.
Yep. Mrs. Lee come back from after the war was over, and she drove up and took a look, and she said, "Drive on."
Yeah.
They finally bought it from.
Yeah, they did it. But as a kick in the face to him at first.
Yeah. When the Union soldiers were buried. 400,000.
Crazy,
Here
isn't
now.
it? Just crazy.
400,000 people buried here.
Has to be the other side.
He was, I was going to say.
It's supposed to be.
4 times the size of Fargo.
I always tell kids this. He didn't want to piss off his wife, so he stepped on the fence. What, you know?
Happy wife, I guess.
What I believe in, or my
Right.
wife.
Right.
And ironically, the kids, they get it that they
understand.
They understand it that way.
Yeah.
So you're going to see that these gravestones are all the same, but in one area we're going to see that there's different sizes and different kinds. And it says that they were kind of a status symbol, and they were common for the rich. And they were allowed to put up what they wanted. But after World War II, then they started having that everyone should be remembered for his or her service, not for their social position. So when you join the service, you wear a uniform. The uniform's a great equalizer, a symbol of a group working together as a common goal. So in 1947, the Army, which runs the cemetery, ruled that in death, those who have served will wear the same uniform, this simple marble marker. So now there's no more private markers.
Imagine moaning about, you know, just some people.
My aunt, her husband, husband died. She married her second husband. His name was Dogley. She had Dogley. She was a full-bird colonel.
Oh, wow.
She died before my aunt. My aunt was 103 years she died.
Oh, wow.
When he died, Dave Lewis.
This is just amazing.
They're buried here somewhere in Arlington.
Could squeeze a quarter out of a dime.
Shit right out of a nickel, buck on a nickel. We went out to California with my aunt turned 100 for her birthday.
Yeah, these are various sizes and different designs. Now we're back
Little
to
one $5,000 a month.
what is standard now.
It's just a living.
5,000.
Yeah, she had a stove, a bed, 2 chairs, and a couch. That was all.
Crazy.
She had the funny part is she had a flower sitting by her window. She said there's this empty flower, you never have to water it. But it never
Around to the left
Is this where the
of the
be conducted in honor of the unknown. Thank you.
Because some probably should put
Oh, there's the Challenger one is on the left over here.
What's that?
Challenger.
Be careful now, he's married.
I'm sure you all remember me without milk call. We're in the service, my special adventure was.
Robert Anderson, Corporation, Cleveland.
Robert Anderson.
Alvin Carlson. David Cook. Ronald Coons. Doyle. Henry Fiedler.
Bernie Goodman. Daniel
My date delivered. Hey, I want my date delivered.
Let me take the picture then. It's going to come out super fun. Oh, hell no. Give me your phone. I'll take a picture.
What the hell?
Hey, we got taggers too.
Hell of a lot better.
Say now, you guys be careful because whatever pops up is your fault.
No.
Come on, Myra.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good. Hey, wait, that's your name. Never mind. You know what?
Jared Philippi.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Walter Ollendorf.
Well, this is the end of the banquet, I guess. Mail call was done, and I got a whole bunch of mail. Looking out the window, I think we're looking kind of east, and it would be towards the Reagan Airport, but we can't see it. I see there's a train going there. That's a passenger train. And we have buildings all around us that are a little bit higher than we are. And this is our room, and there's Cheryl over in the corner there, and that's about it here too. We're checking into our
Gerald, I've got you.
Area.
Go ahead and go in. Yep. Good morning.
Good morning,
How
nice
are
seeing you. Very good.
Good.
Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Where are we putting our flag?
We are going to have breakfast this morning, our last breakfast here in Washington, D.C., and they're already sitting down, a lot of people. And our bags ready to be loaded on the airplane and things like that. First of all, the buses go out to the airport. Getting ready to go. There's an elevator. That's an interesting one to go on. They're out here waiting. We're the last bus. Right there. Very nice morning, comfortable. They're loading that bus, and then there's people that are waiting here. Henry here was a highway patrolman from Cavalier, North Dakota, and he checked loads and things like that as well. And our bus is over in this area here. Steve Graybo, he works out of Detroit Lake. He's a highway patrolman, and he sits next to me on the bus. Jesse Graybo, and he's a volunteer. And this is our bags being loaded and putting wheelchairs in. here is Gerald Philippi. He was my partner in the room where I stayed at the hotel. Gerald Philippi. He's from next to the air base in Grand Forks. Okay.
Can you take a picture with me and him first?
Yeah, this is Gerald Heidkamp from KFGO, and I'm going to sit down and he's going to have a picture of me as well. Say hi.
Hi, it's good to meet you.
Okay.
Fellow radio guy.
Sure. Yep. Waiting for our buses to be loaded, and I think the weather is so perfect this morning. It's just a nice, clear day so far, and people are just waiting. What's your name?
Sean Mork.
Sean Mark, where are you from?
Originally from Lakota, I live in Holly, Minnesota now.
You live in Holly?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your job?
I'm a law enforcement officer and investigator with the Clay County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, very good. And I don't know, it was so nice to meet you, and you've been sitting behind me on the bus here. And
Yeah.
We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
We're getting ready to pull out from the hotel. That's the bus that's ahead of us. It's kind of a sharp corner here, so it takes a little bit to get around it.
If you could hit that. There's the underground. Come up.
That's the Washington Monument on the left someplace.
Big Ben Parliament. But Jefferson, we got.
That's Jefferson.
That's
Jefferson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jefferson Monument on the left.
Okay. Someplace up here would be the Washington Monument, but this is the Jefferson. This is Monday morning.
Today.
Tuesday morning, corrected. Yeah, Tuesday.
Going home tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow, yeah. Okay.
Gotta edit a little bit.
Yeah, I will be.
No, don't bother.
I don't teach government. I mean, I don't know. I don't do government.
Tried to burn it all.
Okay, everybody, when we get there, we're gonna go through metal detectors. They say that the Capitol's like a 5 on the level 5, and this is a 4. So you will be going through that. So if you have any pacemakers or artificial knees or anything, hips, let them know, okay?
Yeah. Shit, you should talk.
We can take the wheelchairs in, and I just want to let you know too that because we're each going through the metal detectors, it's going to take us a little bit to get in there. So we will be standing in line for a while. If you look out the window, this is where we're going here. It's on the right, and you can see the veterans that are already walking in there.
Almost went dry with that
Oh.
water tower did.
It's a good thing we decided.
That was a long morning.
Yeah, it was.
Greg, I'm only about a block and a half away. And when I got the phone call, I was kind of sleeping. It's just, yeah. Throw that away, I suppose.
I think it's around 10:15.
Downhill all the way.
I think it's
That
10.
gal's good driver.
Want to walk first or ride? Your date's here, and we waited for you, but you didn't come out in time. Put your feet up. Put your feet up.
I've seen her.
Ready?
The house doesn't have this is on this side.
There's my buddy.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
30 years.
And then it goes
There's another Abby. I have a granddaughter named Abby.
So this is my friend Gordon. We sit next to each other on
Yeah,
the
we
way
sit-
here. So
I'm gonna have to talk more to you when it's quiet.
we can do that.
Get a little more information from you there.
For sure, for sure.
Okay. I gotta get here.
50 back.
I got it. I got it.
Got me?
How many years have you been doing this?
As far as this is my very first one. My very first
Very good.
time as a
Very
volunteer
good.
for the Honor
Boy,
Flight.
you volunteers do a good job.
Well,
a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it just to be here, part of it, and to see it through your guys' eyes. That
You
serve.
meet so many different people.
this-
So many different occupations.
I've made a lot of new friends on this trip.
Well, we'll talk to you more on the plane. We sit by side. So
Sounds good.
getting ready to be checked through security and going inside now. And we are inside. Going to go through security right now.
Otherwise, we can do whatever you want. Drop and push. Drop something else.
Use that.
Hi there.
All right. 30 years since I've been here.
Yeah. We're gonna do this one last.
Okay.
They sell a lot of items here. And we'll go out the other way, see what that is. David Rubin Gallery. Kind of dark in here. Not too well to see here.
I guess they don't want anyone in here yet.
Okay, very
Want to have
good.
somebody in here to us.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Down this way?
Have you been upstairs already?
I've been here. I haven't been upstairs.
Okay. Yeah. Go down to the elevator then,
Okay.
and that'll take you up, and you'll see the declaration.
Thank you. Talented singer.
Oh, thank you.
I've heard you, and you're great.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you.
that.
They're going up to what floor?
We're going up to the rotunda. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna
What
get
is
you
your
up there.
name? What is
Rick Adams.
Rick Adams, and you're out of Fargo?
Moorhead, yeah?
Moorhead. Very good. Thank you.
You bet. Having a good time?
Great time, and you volunteers are great.
Oh, well, sorry you veterans.
What floor am I on now?
You're on LL, theater floor.
Huh, okay. I don't know where I am here even. Nobody around.
I don't see anybody around here. The elevator door did not open for me, so I didn't know really what to do. So I'm just walking around here. I'm not sure if I'm in the basement or if I'm way upstairs or where I am. Go through a rotunda, I guess they call it. Go this way here. See what's going on. This is the rotunda. Kind of dark in here. I don't know how well everything will show up or anything will show up. We're standing around looking at things. I don't think it'd be very good videotaping in here, but it's an interesting room. You can look at a lot of little videos, but I might not be able to do much with that.
Well, I would think that civil rights and those basic things by the Constitution, first, that is social liberty.
Also talking about how they sent all the Japanese into the camps in 1941. This is still issued an executive order creating zones.
Heading out to the bus now. So, anyway, and here is Sean.
Hey.
Okay.
You guys have fun today.
Well, we're back by the buses.
My wife just showed me this picture of the cherry blossom.
You wanted to live by yourself?
The Pope died, so the flag is at half-staff. These are the other buses ahead of us. We're the last bus of 4. And this is our bus. Pretty well supplied with water and food.
We're going to talk to Myron.
We're going to the Navy Memorial.
You're going to meet
next.
at that lone sailor statue. It's a broad side of the archives that you were just at. It's on the left.
We're going to the Navy Memorial.
So
now.
Well,
if you're looking out
we just left that place.
Okay.
out to the right, and you can see it looks like a cement wall going around, but inside there are those reliefs that are made out of the.
Yep.
Are you on wheelchair this today?
George was? Did not know that.
Over here, the honor flight. Any Navy over here? Navy veterans. Yeah, I'm trying to find any. Maybe. We got everybody.
You.
Okay.
Well, everything else. Oh, that's so sweet. Is she going to be there when you get home tonight? Awesome.
Wheelchairs up front. I was just kidding.
These are all Navy guys.
Are any of you guys Navy?
Have you enjoyed the trip so far?
Inside this building now, there's
Well, they don't
things
even.
going on over here.
Wow. This is open.
Wow, that's cool. On the way over, we made a movie tour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
see his trash, right?
You're now walking on a wood covered deck on the floor.
Oh, yeah, that's all it takes, huh? Oh, boy. Submarine force. Sailor leader. Yeah. And the first one is, the first two are submarines. Oh. The other two are surface. Okay. Huh. National ships. That's I don't want to touch that. Oh. Oh, chief. Chief mess. Hey, this is, that picture's just where we were. It has to be. Sailor. This is gonna go back.
A lot of reflections here. Well, we're going to be loaded onto buses again and head for the last stop before we go out to the airport on another bus, or on the same bus, of course.
Is best known for the War of 1812, when it was successfully defended the Baltimore Harbor from an attack from the British Navy from the Chesapeake Bay on September 13th and 14th in 1814. The fort was built in 1798, was used continuously by the U.S. Armed Forces through World War I and by the United States Coast Guard in World War II. Early on the morning of September 14th, 1814, with a larger American garrison flag, 30 by 42 feet. The larger flag signaled American victory over the British in the Battle of Baltimore. The site and was later known and designated as the Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States.
The Star-Spangled Banner.
Fort McHenry was built on the site of the former Fort Whetstone, which was used to defend Baltimore from 1776 to 1797. It to an extremely fragile condition. After undergoing restoration at the National Museum of American History, it's on display there in a special exhibit.
Street.
What's that?
A rat.
Here I am
A
again.
live rat on the street over there.
Yeah.
See, when we get there,
It's a tame rat.
Ann's going to direct us
It's a tame rat.
to a photo. We're going to have a photo of our right.
We're gonna go near the
So
White
you can
House.
see people gathering
in a
here on the
second.
right. When we get in front of it, there'll be an open area and you'll be able to look right down and see it.
He said this morning to get the bums off the street. He said they just covered the grounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It'll be an open spot there.
Not much you can see with all the trees around.
There it
Give
is.
me away, Gordy Holler. We can't see it yet.
Yep, she's just gonna move slowly.
Right in front of us.
That was the White House.
Thank you, bus drivers, for doing that.
Lots of
All
trees.
right.
That's not a good thing.
I've never had them since before this trip.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Well, them homemade U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
Yeah, that's a ticket one. You have to have tickets for that. There's a Capitol on the left.
The Department of
Oh, that's the
Agriculture.
Holocaust Museum ahead? Okay, right in front of the U.S. Forest Service Red Building is the Holocaust
That's where
Museum.
Jamie worked when she was out here.
We went over there one time. The son took us for a drive up the mountain coast. Going up the mountain for the beer.
Part of the Smithsonian.
There's a Museum of African Art on the left.
Buses. Going the other one direction.
This is all Smithsonian.
And you could look
Sure.
down hundreds of feet. No guardrails. Oh. No nothing. I don't know if I'd want to ride that tour bus and be looking down.
The old Kmart Mall from 9 to 3 or so. And I saw some pictures and his work is unbelievable. And he's teaching his grandson, Stephen, here, the trade of his art. And I hope I can get up there to see it on Sun Randall.
Get back out in the
On the
country,
left
but I
there,
can
that's
see the
the
cabin.
old Redskins dome.
Baltimore. Yeah.
So that's the Ravens Stadium over there on the left.
Traffic around here.
Now there it is on
Man,
the
yeah.
left. You can see it now under the bridges.
Baltimore, Maryland. That must be downtown, pretty much.
So this is
Yeah, I see that. Pretty good size one. Yeah.
Maybe they are putting the train cars and shipping back somewhere in the state.
What is that? What is that? I don't know.
He went up and turned around and come back.
Runaway! Runaway train!
I can't bring you into the movie, and there's not a lot to see there besides another little gift shop. So, I hope you guys enjoyed Mike's entertainment.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Powerful words from our national anthem. They speak to our American identity and are woven into our national flag. Timeless words written by one man, Francis Scott Key, about one flag at one moment. September 14th, 1814, here at Fort McHenry. In 1812, the storm clouds of war had gathered over a young United States as the nation pitted itself once more against the might of the British Empire. For 2 years, the conflict wore on, from the British colonies of Canada to America's southern coast and out across the high seas. To draw off U.S. forces from Canada and damage America's economy and morale, the British Navy attacked and blockaded the nation's east coast heartland. Up and down the Chesapeake Bay they raided, destroying towns and farms and spreading fear. Then, in August 1814, disaster. The invading British seized Washington, D.C. and burned the nation's capital. A citizen soldier of Baltimore spoke for many.
Every American heart is bursting with shame and indignation at the catastrophe.
And Baltimore hearts were also full of anxiety, for they feared they would be next.
Citizens of Baltimore, take heed! The British fleet approaches! Admiral Howard has declared that he will burn this nest of pirates! If you can, flee the city, take their valuables! Protect your families, gentlemen!
As Baltimore braced itself, a young Maryland lawyer, Francis Scott Key, embarked on a diplomatic mission to free a prisoner of war, sailing right into the heart of the approaching British fleet. But with their attack on Baltimore imminent, the British detained Key amidst their massing warships. On the outskirts of Baltimore, citizens, men and women, militia, and regular troops desperately prepared defenses. They dug almost a mile of earthen trenching and waited with bated breath. On September 12th, British soldiers landed at North Point, where a bloody battle with Maryland militia failed to halt their march towards Baltimore. However, the British could not tackle the city's earthwork defenses and troop reinforcements without their Navy's help. The next day, the British bomb ships would open up their main assault with a ferocious bombardment. Their target, Fort McHenry. They had to knock out the fort to bring their ships in range of the city. The fate of Baltimore now lay in the hands of the fort's defenders. Soldiers frantically prepared for battle, knowing they were the last defense to thwart the British. With the enemy in their sights, the men awaited the inevitable, a bombardment from the world's most formidable navy. And the attack began. The British fleet pounded the fort with rockets and mortar shells.
You go ahead.
A long day turned into rain-soaked night. But still, the British bombs and rockets thundered over the fort, exploding deadly shrapnel in all directions. The fort's defenders were, in the words of one citizen soldier, like pigeons tied by the legs to be shot at. The American artillery answered the British with desperate return fire.